All right, I got 2 more reaction videos for you guys based on the high demand of these videos. Let's jump right in.
My friends and I booked an Airbnb with hidden cameras.
That already sounds really creepy.
So my friends and I booked an Airbnb, we looked at the reviews, it's in an area we're familiar with, where we all went to college, and it looks great, checks out, did our research, so I booked it through my account. It's the night before, we're all supposed to leave, so I reach out to the host, which I now realize is a property management company, and say, hey, one of my friends who is a registered guest on the listing is going to be getting there before me. I need the check-in information to give to her so she can get into the house. And they're like, oh, well, we don't actually have that information. Like, you're going to have to call Beth, because she's like the property management person in person, and she's going to be able to help you. So right off the bat, I'm like, something's fishy. Like, this feels weird, but what do I know? So I text the woman the next morning, and she calls me right away, and I explain the situation, and she's all up in arms. That's not going to work. Our policy is it has to be the person that booked the listing that checks in. Like, it can't be her. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, she has to be able to get in. So I go back and forth, and I finally convinced her, let me give her your phone number, and then she'll call you when she gets there and get the code, because the code could not be in writing. That was like her number one thing. Like, oh, I can't share the code over text. Okay, whatever.
Right off the bat, guys, one of the easy solutions here is when you are booking a property, you are allowed to share that reservation with the rest of the people who are a part of the reservation. Or she could have given the Airbnb account access to her friend, and now the friend could have communicated as her. And as long as she's communicating from the account that made the booking initially, she would have had no issues getting access, but okay.
I go back to work. I check my phone a couple hours later, and I have a missed call from her and a text being like, oh, you need to call me. Again, why? So I hop on the phone, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And she's, again, all up in arms. Well, we've been waiting for months to get a thermostat installed, and the only appointment they have available is tomorrow at 8 a.m. And it's just really inconvenient that you guys are going to be in the house at that time. Wow. And I'm like, inconvenient for you? It's inconvenient for me. I was like, honestly, I'm spending $300 a night to stay here. Like, I don't really want to have to deal with, random people coming in the house. And she was like, oh, well, like, we've just been waiting so long. And I was like, honestly, like, I'm not comfortable. Like, I'm sorry, but I think you're going to need to reschedule that appointment. And she was like, fine. Like, oh, I guess that's fine. Like, super pissed off. So I text my friends at this point, and I'm like, we are probably going to die. Like, something feels weird. I literally even told my boss, like, if I go missing this weekend, this is what happened.
This is very unprofessional on the host. And I get it, right? She had a difficult time scheduling these people to come and fix the thermostat. But to make the guest wake up and be uncomfortable at 8 in the morning, like, what if they were out late night at an event? They got home at 2 in the morning, like, they got to wake up in 5-6 hours just because they couldn't find another time. So I think this is very unprofessional on the host side. And even just from the very beginning, right, that's very unprofessional. Like, they should have had the point of contact be the person who's in charge. In my situation, I have a property manager. So the guests don't call me, and then every time I'm the middleman and I'm like, oh, call this person. I just have my property manager's phone number on file, and they just call them directly. So just a lot of things here. You can tell that the hosts are, amateurs, and maybe they're just learning the business. But anyways, let's go to the second reaction video here.
So we're out here staying in this nice, cute little girly pop Airbnb in Portland.
So we thought.
So it's gorgeous when you walk in, right? If we could use the front door, first of all. We're not allowed to.
No.
There's a strange alarm system on that front door too, right there.
Strange alarm system.
Pepper spray.
It's a pepper spray, yeah, please do. So we're in the kitchen. Gorgeous, beautiful, amazing.
But mind you, no blinds on any of the windows.
Yeah, there's no blinds.
No blinds.
The kitchen is gorgeous. First thing that we get here, they did not give us the right address.
Sometimes, if a city does not allow Airbnbs and people still want to host Airbnbs in that city, they will make it look like the property is located in a nearby city where they do allow short-term rentals, and they might not even post pictures of what the front of the property looks like, so this way they don't get in trouble. Probably what happened here.
They said we cannot use the front door. We have to go in through this bedroom.
Again, they can't go through the front door. Maybe they don't want the neighbors to see that there's an Airbnb. I mean, it's kind of really weird, guys.
Back door here, mind you, there was a key that she didn't tell us about, hidden outside. Our keys were meant to be in that lockbox over there. There was one key in there, and it did unlock this back door. Everything there went as planned. But there is this little tiny little hole area down here where there was another key that accessed the door that we were not informed of. That key right there. This key right here. Our key does not have a little fob on it.
That's weird.
It's just a little key. There are strange tunnels, holes, and ways through this home. This one, specifically, has a big open space large enough for a human, besides the cabinet that goes into the bedroom, wherein, wait, there it is, stick your finger through it. There's a peephole. We have evidence that there used to be locks on the outside, where is it, outside of bedroom doors.
That's creepy.
Wow, and did you look at that, these little closets with their own little locks on them that open up into areas that look like this, with warm, dark holes that lead to other rooms. We're not going in there. This door leads to God knows where. There used to be a lock on the outside. There's just this little wood block that seems to be turned quite regularly, keeping it closed, with an open vent above it.
We don't go in there. We're not
touching it. We're not touching it. Simply.
Yeah, this house is really creepy. I remember seeing this movie from way back in the day where these parents, or I think this dad, kept his 3 children like inside of the house, and they never came out of their house like ever up until they were like, I think 16 years old or something like that. This is based on a true story. This looks really creepy. It reminds me of that movie. This is definitely very weird. The consistency of door locks on the outside. That's kind of weird.
Man-sized tunnel. A man-sized tunnel. Mind you, we are in Portland, Oregon right now, where there's an active serial killer on the loose.
Yes, oh, and by the way, there's no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, there's no Wi-Fi.
There's no
You have to
Wi-Fi.
pay for that separately.
And honestly, that Wi-Fi is a part of another person's Wi-Fi plan. Not in his house.
Yeah, this is all really creepy. I would have bounced and asked for a refund.
No, there's tons of little closets and things around this house. If you open them up, they lead to little sus more areas that we don't know where they go.
And tell me about what the lady said when we told her.
Oh, she said, well, it's a recently renovated old Portland home.
Recently renovated?
We wanted to keep its charm and quirks. We paid over $3,500 for this for a week and a half. Maybe about 2 weeks total.
Airbnb, give us our money back.
$3,500. Holy moly. Yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. I'm kind of speechless. That is definitely really weird. Feels creepy. I would definitely not stay in a property like that. And if you're someone who's looking to become an Airbnb host, this is exactly what not to do. All these weird doors and entrances and holes, and you know, the way the door locks still lock from the outside, like this is just really weird, very inconvenient, super outdated. Honestly, they just did everything wrong. That being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out one of my other videos here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.